Many of you have reached out to us asking why it's taking so long for your debris to be picked up and collected. Joining me right now is Mark Wilfalk with the city's Solid Waste Management Department to help make sure you know how to properly collect and remove storm debris. Mark, always a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Hey, I was thinking of you. It was, what's today? Today's Thursday. It was earlier this week because we had crews come by my neighborhood and pick up all the debris.
Hey, that's the sign that we're moving in the right direction. And to be honest, it's nice to be thought about.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know my neighbors were really excited. So talk to us, tell us what we need to remember when it comes to piling and then, of course, reporting this debris to the city.
Yeah, so the first thing you want to do is you want to keep it separated. So if you have mixed waste other than vegetative debris, make sure you have that material segregated at the curb. We don't want your couches, shingles, or anything like that mixed up in the tree debris that you have. And I think what you're displaying right now is a great example of having material properly segregated. The other thing that we want residents to keep in mind is keep the debris out of the ditches. If we have another significant rain event, that's only going to exacerbate the issue and create more problems for residents in our community. So those are the two big takeaways. The other, and I will tell you the other thing that I want people to understand too, is that storm debris collection, there's a little bit more involved than just picking the debris up at the curb, like you might see this truck behind me. They also have crews that are out there to address tree limbs that are dangerous or that may pose a threat to the public. So you may see a crew come by, cut that debris down or cut that limb down and leave it at the curbside. Just rest assured within the next day or so, another crew will be coming back to collect and remove that material.
Yeah, that's something we observed in my neighborhood. Crews came by and picked up the big piles, and then another crew came through a few hours later to pick up the smaller piles of odds and ends and that sort of stuff. I know a few weeks ago we chatted about the app, right? The app rollout and the dilemma with it, and then the hope was to get it back online going into that weekend. I got a notification on my phone saying that tool was ready, but remind us, talk to us about how is the city keeping track of where it's been, the work that it's done, but also where it has to go next to help those people in need?
Great question. So that app is actually an interactive tool, and over the past few days, we've actually enhanced that app. And what do I mean by that? Every truck that's out there providing debris collection at the street has a monitor behind them. That monitor is recording the estimate number of cubic yards they're collecting at that location, and then they write a ticket for that collection or for the person providing that collection. So that information eventually goes into a GIS system where it's actually positioned and plotted on a map. So what we actually get a chance to see is now what I want residents to see is that real-time information. So now you not only know what areas we're working in, but then you can also see the type of collection activity occurring as you scroll in and zoom in closer on the map. So now when residents zoom in, they'll see the green dots on there, they'll see yellow triangles. That all indicates activity that's occurring around your neighborhood.
Really good information. And we know that this takes time. There's a process with this, and there's a lot of work to be done. I know we've been fielding some questions from viewers. A few of these questions are from folks who are concerned with this debris being so dry. Their fear is that it easily could ignite. It easily could catch fire if somebody smoking a cigarette tosses that out the window. What would you say to these people that have concerns like this?
Well, we share those same concerns, and that's why we're actually enhancing the forces that we have out in the field. Certain areas, neighborhoods that are a bit more canopied with trees, we're actually increasing the number of vehicles and collection crews that we have in those areas. And that's why the goal is to expedite debris removal as quickly as possible. I mean, look, we did 1.7 million cubic yards from Derecho that came through, the previous month. We did that in just about 30 to 35 days. We've already hit 1.3 million cubic yards already and we've only been in operation for about 15 days.
Wow.
So crews are going to be moving as
Yeah.
quickly as possible. We want to eliminate any sort of potential for any other threats or dangers to occur.
Yeah. I'm curious, we see crews working behind you. One,
Yes.
Mark, where are you and where is all this debris being brought and what's happening to it?
Right. So I'm currently just on the, I would say, on Lockwood, just a little ways before the river, just north of the river. And all of the debris that will be collected, especially the vegetative debris, it will be taken to one of 12. We actually had 10. Now we're going to bring online 12 temporary debris management sites. That's where we go and we find a plot of land. We bring all of that material in. It'll get grinded down or reduced in volume, and then it'll be hauled out to its final disposal site.
Interesting. Okay. All good information and always a pleasure chatting with you, Mark. Thank you so much for your time.
Likewise.
Good stuff.
Thank you.